Step one is going to be cut up the chicken breast. So I'm going to slice this into just tenders like this, and this is going to be my meal number one on these 4 chicken breast recipes. So just slice these into tenders, again whichever kind of length and size you enjoy, and then we're going to coat them in the egg. Next, I have 1 egg white here. I've removed the egg yolk just to save calories, and I'm just going to make sure and shake that up. This is going to help the breadcrumbs stick to the chicken. Next, I'm just going to take one hand and dip the chicken in the egg yolk, transfer it to the other bowl, use the other hand, coat it in the breadcrumbs, and then right into the air fryer. Just repeat this process for each one. And try not to throw away your chicken, and you're good to go. So, into the air fryer for around 10 minutes, should do it. These have had around 10 minutes in the air fryer, and as you can see, they are crisp and good to go. A little bit of Nando's Peronaise to serve up with them, and we're sorted. Recipe number 1 complete, let's take you to number 2. Recipe number 2 is going to be a chicken breast stir fry. So I would advise cutting these up definitely thinner than the first lot. So you'll see I cut these relatively thin. We're just going to chop this up. I've got my pan off to the left here on a high heat, ready to go. Then we'll get everything into the pan. Chicken is going right into the pan. Again, this should only take a few minutes to cook. Now my advice is, if you're prepping this up for the entire week, that you cook all of the chicken in one go. I'm just doing these for the function of the video, so I'm only making 1 serving. Normally I would cook at least a couple of meals worth. Then I'm going to put in some garlic powder. So garlic powder, I've got some chilli powder, some paprika, some salt, and give that a good mix around. This is going to take maybe 3 to 5 minutes to cook up the chicken, then I'm going to throw my veg in and get my other rice on. So, chicken is in 2 minutes. I got this vegetable stir fry. I am just going to take a handful and throw it in. I will re-season everything, so just give this a good mix around. The chicken's only had a couple of minutes, but because I sliced it relatively thin, it cooks very quickly. So I'm just going to give this a good shake around, give it a little re-season to get some on the veg, and give this another minute or 2. Next up, I am just going to put this in the microwave for 2 minutes. It is about 2 minutes to go in this. I love speed, so I'm just going to have this packet rather than cook up rice, but you could cook up some rice yourself, no problem. Next up, I'm going to sprinkle some sesame seeds on here. So a little bit of sesame seeds in there. I'm also going to add in some light soy sauce. You can get light, dark, low, soy, whatever the hell you want. I just like the light and the dark with the regular amount of salt. I don't go for the low sodium versions. And just give it a little stir. This is again only a minute or 2 away from being done. Then I'm going to combine it with the rice and we're good to go. Finally, I'm going to add in a little bit of sweet chilli just as it's finished cooking. I prefer to just give this a little coating once it's actually all done. And then I'm going to swap in this bowl and combine my rice and my chicken. You probably can't see it very well. And there you have it, a nice, easy, simple stir fry. This literally took 10 minutes to put together, start to finish. Again, if you are prepping this up for the week, I would suggest cooking the chicken and then piecing together the stir fry as and when you are ready to go. But that is a nice, simple, tasty stir fry. Third recipe here is going to be a grilled chicken breast burger. So I'm just going to cut the fat off this chicken breast and then I'm going to butterfly it slightly. This is actually not too bad, but I'm just going to kind of thin it out to try and get something that resembles a bit of a chicken burger. Again, you may need to kind of play about with the size if you've got a smaller or larger breast. That's what she said. And then I'm just going to season this up right now. So I'm just going to season my breast up here. I am used to handling smaller breasts, as Amy smiles away behind the camera. So salt, pepper, I've got some Cajun seasoning here, and we're good to go. a little bit either side, and then it's going to go in the air fryer. Now you can, if you do not have an air fryer, grill this up or cook it in the oven, whichever is easier for you. The air fryer is my absolute go-to when it comes to anything chicken these days. So this is going to go in here for 10 minutes. Bang, a little bit of non-stick, and then we're going to stick it in here for 10 minutes. For the bun, I have these brioche buns from Tesco. Yes, it is white bread. No, you don't need to stress about it. It's not going to kill you. I just put a little bit of non-stick spray on these, and then I am going to place them into the air fryer as well and grill them up for a few seconds. In terms of veg, I have these frozen packets, these pre-frozen veg. Again, frozen veg actually locks in some of the goodness. You can use salad, etc., whatever you want. So I have my bread. I give it, as you can see, a little bit of a toast here in the air fryer. My chicken is cooked up. Again, just give it a little bit of a check. You see this is quite a big one, so if you need to trim this down a little bit, that's no problem. I'm going to put a little bit of this Nando's Peronese on it. Again, you can top this off with whatever you like. And I'm also just going to dust it off with a little bit of salt. That is the burger portion made up. I'm going to get the veg out. Next, I am just going to sort out my veg here. Again, I've just went with this frozen veg. It's easy, it's convenient. Time is money. So I like easy, straight to the point, and convenience. If you want to serve this up with some salad or something along those lines, by all means go for it. Veg is completely interchangeable in my eyes, so if you prefer certain things or certain food types, as Amy flicks a pea in the floor, then you're good to go. That is an easy, healthy chicken breast burger. Final recipe is going to be a Cajun chicken. So I've chopped my chicken breast. I have some bell pepper here, some cherry tomatoes. I've got some garlic, some Cajun seasoning, and some salt and pepper. I'm going to have some golden vegetable rice with this as well. You do not need to have this. You can also throw this into a wrap. I'm just making the Cajun chicken mix. This is an easy low carb option if you are looking to lose fat. Let's get to it. So first things first, I'm going to start cooking off the chicken because I can then prep the veg while this is cooking. Again, it's just leveraging time. So I've got my chicken. I'm going to take a teaspoon of this crushed garlic. You can use raw if you like. Some Cajun seasoning. Get this in there. Good bit of salt. And finish it off with some pepper. Next, I'm just going to chop up my peppers and my tomatoes. So all you do for the pepper is chop off each side. I'm going to select it into strips, and then I just kind of chop it up like this as well. You can chop it as finely or as unfinely as you like. Next, I'm going to chop up my tomatoes. I have diced up my peppers. I am just going to half these down the middle, and I'll probably pick about 5 or 6 of them. So the chicken is almost cooked up. I'm just going to get the veg in there now. Again, you could probably throw some onions and other veg in here if you like. I've just kept it simple with peppers and tomatoes. I am going to throw some more Cajun seasoning in, probably a touch more garlic, and again some more salt. I am just going to finish this off with some of this vegetable rice. I'm just going to stir this through. This has already been cooked up. I used the Uncle Ben's microwave rice. These are easy and convenient, so that's why I like them. I'm just going to mix this up, let the rice heat through, and it will be good to go. So everything is heated through. I gave that another couple of minutes, and it is ready. So I'm just going to serve this up, and that is us good to go. You're not quite done yet. Now the video is complete here, but off to the side is going to be the next video, which is going to be the snacking guide. You have the lunches, you have the breakfast. Make sure you go and watch the snacking video off to the side right here.